Welcome to the Brooklyn Park Senior Activity Center. We are so excited to be here today. This is a project that we've been waiting for some time. My name is Pam Jordan, and I'm the director of the Department of Aging and Disabilities. So if you don't already know, the Department of Aging and Disability proudly serves older adults, people with disabilities, caregivers, and really anybody wishing to plan for their future. With more than 20 programs, the staff at the department is committing to helping people remain independent in the community for as long as possible. Of course, one of the ways we serve the community is through our 8 senior activity centers and sites and our 13 nutrition sites. Today, at the Brooklyn Park Senior Activity Center, we're really excited to celebrate this expansion. Aren't we, Brooklyn Park? Oh, yeah. Woo! This center serves a community that is home, and you may not know this, but it's home to the greatest number of older adults in Anne Arundel County. So how fitting that we have this expansion to better serve this community. This renovation will be a 2,000 square foot renovation, creating 3 additional activity spaces in the back, and we're going to give a little tour later, so we'll show you what it's going to look like. And we're going to convert the entrance to be more welcoming. For any of you that take your meal here at lunch, you know when the weather comes in, it's cool or it's hot, and we're going to create a reception area so that doesn't happen anymore. So we're going to be closing the doors to the center next Friday, but don't worry. We have set up everything for staff and for the members to go to the Pasadena Senior Activity Center or the Pascal Senior Activity Center. So we're taking care of arrangements for that behind the scenes. Just see Becky Batta if you haven't already to let her know what your preference is. And then additionally, thanks to our neighbors at Cedar Morris Hill Community Center, we'll be able to enjoy a Korean American traditional meal at the Cedar Morris Hill Community Center on Wednesdays. So we have arranged for that. So none of this would have been possible without the support of many people. So here come the thank yous. Takes a village, right? So I want to thank all the community members, agencies, businesses, and staff that are responsible for today and going forward. First, to the Department of Public Works, Chris Phipps, Karen Henry, Rajan Nagam, and Bruce Wright and his team. Thank you very much for all the patience of working with 5 ladies who were designing this project with you. You can laugh, it's okay. Thank you to Christine Romans and Central Services, Samantha Harris with Real Estate, Castro Skinner, who's here today. Castro, thank you. Dean Adams and his team for the production today. Board of Education, Greg Stewart, saw you. Thank you, Greg. We are on the campus of the Board of Education, and they've been very helpful and supportive in doing this project in their building. To the design, construction, and inspection team, we have Gannett Fleming. I think Jim Schneider is here. Thank you so much. You were the one working with the 5 ladies for the last year. Thank you. We have development facilitators. DFI is going to be our construction management and inspection team. And then Tech Contracting of Baltimore. I think they're here as well. Yes, so welcome. Thank you. We look forward to your work. To the Cedar Morris Hill community, again, thank you for opening your doors on Wednesdays so we can continue to enjoy our Wednesday meal. Maryland Department of Aging, of course, always very supportive with the governor's office for the funding for some of our programming in the center. Thank you. And then for our community members, I've mentioned Patty Cho. We have Thelma Brown with us from the community center. Welcome, Thelma. George Song. Pat Brown and Mr. Thank you. You guys have been very patient and supportive, and your input has been invaluable to get to this point today. And then to the Department of Aging and Disability staff, of course, I'm always immensely proud of your work. I'm going to name a few, but I know some others have joined us, so I just want everybody to raise their hand. But Carissa Gowan is our Deputy Director. I see Sarah Stein is here. We have the fiscal team. I see Wendy, Martha, and Clem. They're going to be helping you get moved out and moved back in. LaTanya Clark, who's provided a wonderful meal inside, or little snacks for us for later. Becky Batta, the Director of Senior Center Operations. Brandy Francis, Director of Communications. I see Kim Yates from our Senior Care Program. Welcome, Kim. Carolyn Scurry-Boyd, who is the Director of the Center, not with us here today. Sung Yi, who is our Senior Center Associate. And Hadassah Onamiya, who's my assistant. Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much. Can we get a round of applause for their good work? But of course, none of this would have been possible without our county executive reinvesting in senior centers. So I have to say that this project represents the first time since 2006, 2007, when we did the O'Malley Annex and the Bates Complex, the Annapolis Senior Center. This is the first time that any county executive has reinvested in our senior centers since that year with a standalone capital project. So with that, would you please join me in thanking our County Executive, Steve Hsu, and welcome him to the podium.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful day. I want to thank Pam Jordan, our Director of Aging and Disabilities. She does such a wonderful job, she and her team. And also our Director of Public Works, Chris Phipps, and his right-hand lady, Karen Henry, for making today a reality. This is very exciting. This expansion and refurbishment of the Brooklyn Park Senior Activity Center will greatly improve what is already a wonderful facility and one that is deeply loved by all of those who spend time here. I also want to thank the members of the Brooklyn Park Senior Center community, the Anne Arundel County Advisory Council, and the Brooklyn Park Senior Center Advisory Council for their advocacy to make this expansion and refurbishment happen. I want to acknowledge again Delegate Mark Chang. Thank you for your service, Delegate. And I'd like to thank Mr. Song President of the Korean American Senior Association, for joining us today. Where is Mr. There he is. Thank you for being here. And finally, please join me in welcoming our very special guest, the First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan. Wonderful to see you today. Brooklyn Park and Northern Anne Arundel County in general are wonderful communities, but like any highly populated community in close proximity to a large city, the North County area faces challenges. And for far too long, successive county administrations have not really taken the actions needed to address those challenges. That has now changed. Last year, thanks to the advocacy of North County resident Kim Burns, our administration launched a major assault on rodents in North County and in Brooklyn Park. That program included distributing industrial-strength trash cans to every resident and every business in the area, inspecting every property for rodent infestation, eradicating rodents, and educating the community about how to better manage waste. I'm pleased to report that 1 year later, we've had tremendous success with this program. Rodent infestations, home maintenance problems, and failures to properly manage waste have decreased between 75 and 90%. That's incredible. And a true credit to the community for stepping up and to our health department for putting in such a great effort. We are winning the war against the rats. Many of the homes in Brooklyn Park are served by alleyways. The county has never, and I mean never, maintained or improved those alleys since their original construction. We've now initiated a program to repave every one of the more than 90 county-owned alleys in Brooklyn Park. That's 16 miles of alleyways. The work on Alley 69 has already begun. We've also stepped up our program of road improvements. I'm sure everybody has seen the work now underway on Cram and Walton Avenues, and we will next spring get going with Hammonds Lane. And most exciting of all, a regional park for Brooklyn Park. This is so awesome. I love talking about this. Anne Arundel County has some of the most beautiful parks anywhere in the world. Downs Park in the east, Kinder Park in the central part of the county, Quiet Waters Park in Annapolis, and coming very soon, Franklin Point Turtle Run Park and Mayo Beach Beverly Triton Parks in South County. But where's the North County Park? There isn't one, but there's going to be. I was delighted to announce just a few weeks ago that the county has entered into an agreement to purchase 160 acres of land in Brooklyn Park, and we will transform that land into a fabulous regional park to serve the entire North Anne Arundel County community. This is an extraordinary opportunity. I can't tell you how unusual this is to have such an opportunity present itself. This sort of thing happens once every 100 years. The residents of North County have built a wonderful sense of community, and at the center of that community for decades has been this fabulous Brooklyn Park Senior Center. This center enhances our seniors' quality of life on a daily basis, but like so many other things in the North County area, the center was not the focus of adequate investment, despite its great success with programming. Our administration began addressing this problem 2 years ago, and we allocated $1.6 million for a renovation. This project will revitalize and re-energize this center, finally giving the patrons of the Brooklyn Park Senior Center the great center that they deserve. Projects like this Senior Center revitalization, along with our efforts to eradicate rodents, to improve roads and alleys, and to develop a regional park in the North County area, demonstrate our commitment to ensuring that every Anne Arundel County resident has access to a great quality of life. I look forward to the bright days ahead for Brooklyn Park. Now, it is my pleasure to welcome and bring to the microphone one of my favorite people in the whole world. Yumi Hogan has served as our First Lady for 4 years. And what a fabulous job she has done. She is all over the state working so hard to improve the quality of life for every Maryland citizen. And she has been a true friend to our seniors, and especially to Anne Arundel County. We so much appreciate her partnership and the partnership we have with her wonderful husband, Larry Hogan. Please join me in once again welcoming the First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan.
Good afternoon. This is beautiful, really nice pic. Thank you for the county executive, Shu, for the kind introduction. And it's always wonderful to be back at the Brooklyn Park Senior Center and to see so many familiar faces here. First of all, I really want to thank County Executive Shu and his all team working so hard for this, making this possible. I also want to thank Director of Aging and Disabilities, Pamela Jordan, and so many your team, and Director of Brooklyn Park Senior Center, Caroline Scurry-Boyd, and the President of Korean American Senior Association of Anne Arundel County, Sang-il and Patty Jo, and all other who's working. I know so many people. Then thank you so much. Then also we are, Mark Cheng is here. He's working everywhere in your district here. We are all, so many people involved here. Exciting achievement to Anne Arundel County and for the state of Maryland. Let's give them a big round of applause. I have heard wonderful things about the incredible work being done at this center to provide education and the health program for so many seniors in the community. This team provides a safe and welcoming environment for our seniors to socialize, have a hot meal, dancing, and sing, laugh, learn and enjoy their time. We have such a wonderful and diverse community here, including on the number of Korean American seniors. In fact, I've heard that you enjoy the Korean meal on Wednesdays. And I enjoyed that the first time I came with the county executive Shu, that time I enjoyed that Korean meal too. So you're so lucky you can have that. Then also, I hear what Pamela said, when you temporarily move to, you continue, you're gonna have a 한국 음식 드실 겁니다. Continue Wednesday. See, they understand. I do Korean. I believe very strongly that getting our senior citizen out into the community and keeping them activity and social is an integral part of making sure they continue to be strong and independent. And so we are so pleased that the Brooklyn Park Senior Activity Center has finally found a permanent home, a home where all 400 members can enjoy games, classes, exercise, and more. Once again, I want to thank County Executive Shu and his team for making this possible for our seniors and the community. Congratulations once again to everyone who made it today possible. I'm looking forward to the opening day, and I plan be back. Stay strong and stay healthy, and every day be happy. Thank you. 감사합니다.
Don't hurry up.
1.5 go.